All right, guys, I just got finished with my 10-minute secondary workout today. I just want to go over a couple things. So I just did my secondary workout first because I like to do my regular workout at night. So you want to make sure you get those secondary workouts in with several hours from the other one. This is going to give you a lot more fat burning, calorie burning. Your body tends to burn calories for hours after you work out, more calories than you actually burn during the workout before it returns to homeostasis. So if we do 2 workouts a day, you're multiplying by a great deal the number of calories you're going to burn. You're going to be doing one of those workouts in a fasted state. So you're already in that fat burning and calorie burning mode. So it's just going to keep you deeper into that. So I did my cardio. I ended up doing 10 minutes on the Echo bike. So I did like 60 calories in the first 5 minutes, and I just tried to match it in the second 5 minutes. And I did. It was okay. Maybe could have pushed a little harder in the first half, although I thought I was going pretty good. I thought it would be harder to match. But it's not as much about the numbers you're doing. It's about just doing the 10 minutes. I had my heart rate was at about a 130. I'm back down below 100 right now. It's only been a couple minutes, so keep it in that 60-70% range for the 10 minutes. That's always a good indicator of your intensity. Today is the second day of day 2 of the 30 days. So you should have already put your picture or taken your before pictures and weighed yourself in for the beginning. Get those pictures up on the Beyond the Whiteboard app. One thing it only allows one picture to be uploaded. So you can, if you did front, side, back, make a little collage of them and then put that collage picture up. Okay, tons of apps will let you do that. Let's see. Another thing is put your try to figure out your body fat percentage. There's multiple ways to figure out your body fat percentage. Some of them are through scales, through bod pod, through the pinch test thing. All of them work, but all of them have a pretty big error. Right, so it's generally the best ones are like a 3% error. Okay, unless you're going to get, I think it's called DEXA scan. That one's where they shoot, it's like an X-ray. That one's like a 1.5% error, but even that has an error. What you want to do with your body fat percentage, if you're getting it off a scale or whatever it is, you're only measuring change. You're not necessarily, oh, I'm at 15% body fat, I want to get to 12%. No, if you're at 15% body fat, you want to lose 3%, okay? That's how you need to think about that. And use the same scale. Don't come to the gym, use the scale we have here, then go home, use the scale you have there. Try to always measure yourself on the same thing and at the same time. So try to do it in the same state, whether you're fasted or not. Same hydration level, all that stuff needs to be kind of consistent. Otherwise, that variation in readout is gonna change greatly. Until you think the weight is actually coming off, where you look in the mirror, you're like, oh man, I'm looking good. Don't start weighing yourself until you start seeing some sort of difference, okay? Because if you're stepping on the scale every day or multiple times a day, and that number's not going down, or let's say it's even worse, going up, then it might make you think that what you're doing isn't working, which that's not the case. Consistency and habit, that's what breeds change, okay? So keep at it. So when you start seeing the weight come off, where you're like, okay, I know I look better, then you worry about, am I actually losing fat? Am I gaining muscle? Because all these things can happen that will change that scale number. That's why if you have a body fat percentage scale, that's better than just getting on it and seeing, oh, I weigh 200 pounds today. Okay, tomorrow I weigh 201. Shit. Well, maybe I've gained a tiny bit of muscle, lost a little bit of fat. And remember, muscle weighs a lot more than fat. So generally when you lose fat, you're gonna see it before you read it, okay? And then once the weight is coming off, you should weigh yourself often. Use your scale or even taking a picture every day as a way to keep yourself accountable. Take a look at it, see if you like the change, and if you're not seeing any change, maybe we need to adjust your numbers, maybe you're not being as strict as you need to, or anything along those lines. But once it starts coming off, be aware daily. That's going to keep you accountable. Accountability is #1 with 30-day challenge, or just in general, changing your habits. You have to make sure you're doing these things. Something I thought of today, if somebody said, oh, I hate my before picture. Yeah, that's the point. That's why you're doing this challenge. Put your before picture on your phone, okay? So every time you open that phone, it pops up and you remember what you should be focused on. So instead of going on your phone, you're about to go to Instagram to sit and waste 20 minutes, you see that picture and you say, oh shit, you know what? I'm gonna go for a 10-minute fucking walk, okay? Use it as a tool. Another tool on your phone, timers, okay? Set timers for when your fast ends and when your fast begins. So, you know, have the timer say whatever, time to eat, let's go, or whatever. Use these things, man. This is part of the problem. Make it part of the solution, right? Next thing, you guys notice your macros are you're probably like, oh man, that's a lot of protein, that's not a lot of carbs, or that's a lot of protein, that's not a lot of fat. So I'd rather you overeat a little bit of protein than overeat carbs. So if you are if you're hitting your protein number, and let's say you're missing your carbs a little bit, you're hitting your fat, I would rather see you eat more fat or protein than eating more carbs. Or if you're hitting all your number, let's say you're hitting your carbs, you're not quite hitting your protein, and you're hitting your fat. If that's the case, you can mess around with the protein a little bit. They're pretty interchangeable calorie-wise with carbs. So if you're left with, like, you know, small numbers, like maybe 10 grams of protein left at the end of the day, but you've hit your other two numbers, it's okay if you go a little over on actually either one. But in general, going over a little bit on the carbs, if you're a little low on the protein, that's okay, because I put in purposely a little bit higher on the protein. So because carbs are the enemy 100%. So the less carbs we're eating, the more successful we're going to be. Just remember, fat has 9 calories per gram, so you can't just say, I got 10 protein grams left, I'm going to eat 10 fat grams. That's a huge difference. You're talking 40 calories on the protein side, and you're talking 90 calories on the fat side. So do not interchange carbs or protein for fat, okay? Last thing, on the secondary workouts, you don't have to do them Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday like they're on the app. Just get them in. Just don't do them at the same time as your normal workout, or don't be like, okay, I'm gonna do all 3 of them on Saturday morning, I'm gonna punch them all together and do one big workout. That's not the point or the goal of these. The goal is to 2 times a day, getting that heart rate up, burning those calories, and elongating the window that we're burning calories throughout the day. So make sure they're separate, and just make sure you get them in. All right, good luck, guys. Go earn your fitness. Like, subscribe, and keep at it, guys.